guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, hello and welcome. Today's video is going to be a review, as you can see from my title, on FARMASI products. So if you don't know what FARMASI is, this is like a company almost like Mary Kay, Avon, that people buy in catalogs and stuff like that. I mean, you also have consultants, or I would say influencers, that you buy off of. That's what they call them now. So I got some goodies and I decided to try them all out and see if I like the products or if they're worth it, if I would recommend them to you, because there's a lot of people on social media that sell these products, and I mean, all I see on my timeline is FARMASI. So I was like, you know what, let me buy it and see if, you know, I like it, and maybe it'll be something that I'll have handy and I'll wear once in a while, or, you know, sometimes on the go, day to day. I don't know. There's a lot of companies out there, so, you know, I try to give like every company a little try. So I decided to do that with them. I just want you guys to know that my opinions on here are just based off of me. This isn't something that might happen if you try it. This is how I feel about the product. Also, for anyone that sells FARMASI or the company itself, don't take offense to my review. This is just me giving you guys some constructive criticism. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you guys suck or anything. I'm at all. That's not me. I just want to let you guys know, like, if your product is good, because I might not be the only person that gives you guys this type of review. All right, so enough blabbing and going on about products and companies and whatever. I just want to get into the video and show you guys how I feel about the products. So let's get into the video. All right, you guys, so I have a few products here. This is a review. There's plenty of people out there that have questions. All right, you guys, so we're gonna get started. The first thing we're gonna go in with is this face primer right here. This is called VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer. I'm gonna take it out the box, and I got this because it said camera ready, and as soon as I said that, I was like, oh, I need this. So I'm gonna apply some of this, but it's sealed. It has a seal. Okay, so I'm putting some on my finger, and already it looks like a silicone base, and I really don't care for silicone bases, but we're gonna apply it anyways. I just don't like the smell of them, and I definitely don't like the feel of them. They don't look good on my skin. Silicone based primers just aren't for me. But again, that's what this video is for. Some people love silicone based primers. I don't, unfortunately. I'm just not a fan. I will try this again without like this, but this reminds me of the Smashbox primer. Oh, I just took, see, that's what happens with the silicone stuff. I just took part of my brow off. Let me fix that. So I'm just gonna fan this down just a little bit so it can dry. I really don't like silicone based primers. It definitely reminds me of the base from Smashbox, and that primer never worked good for me. I didn't like it. It just makes my skin, when I put foundation on, look like old people's skin. I don't know, it's just weird and hard to explain. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. I'm not gonna knock it until I, you know, put the rest on. Now, next is going to be foundation. So for foundation, it's VFX Pro as well. And this is camera ready. So like I said, I did get it because it was recommended, and it's one of like their hype, or one of the best seller on their website. So that's what I went with, but I'm not a big fan of matte makeup, you guys. So bear with me, but this is a review. I'm trying it out. So far, the primer, not my favorite, but I'm not gonna knock it yet. So this is what the packaging looks like, and I'm gonna let you know the prices of everything too. I'll leave it for the end, because usually I would tell you like as I open each product, but I'll do it at the end and tell you like the prices. All right, so I'm just gonna apply this to the back of my hand. I don't know how much to apply, so okay. 2 pumps is all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do more than that just because I'm scared. So let's dap that up around the face. And I'm gonna bring some down my neck just in case it's not like a match, like a perfect match, but I believe it is because I am very fair skinned. Not to the point where I'm like pasty, but I'm close enough. Alright, so I'm gonna use my beauty sponge and I'm just going to blend all this out. So what I'm noticing is, let me get my mirror. This foundation is very sheer, so it's like a buildable coverage. I thought I applied too much, but I didn't. So I would have needed at least 3 pumps to get it all evenly on my face, because right now it's very sheer. It's not taking up around my nose. Okay, I'm like covering. So right now, am I convinced? I don't know. I'm gonna go with another pump just to see how I feel about it. Right now, I don't know. So I'm just going to bring the rest down my neck, blend it out. This is gonna be an honest review, guys. I'm more of a luminous finish type of person. I'm not so much into a matte finish. And when I was watching videos of like people have videos on here about, you know, that do sell pharmacy products, they usually put like a BB cream underneath. Like, I feel like if you have the primer and a foundation, there's no need for all those extra steps. So yeah, this area right here is what's concerning me. But yeah, like it's some areas it's covering and some areas it's not. This area right here, my pores are just like straight up out there. I don't like that from foundations, so. And it's because of the primer, I'm telling you. Primers is a big thing for me. I want to try this without that primer. I'm gonna go ahead and do another pump and just apply it everywhere again, especially here. But yes, right now the application, I'm not loving so much of I'm not loving the foundation very much. But again, it's probably not the foundation. It could be the primer, because like I said, I really don't like silicone primers at all, you guys. Silicone primers and myself, just not it. I'm sorry, I'm like blocking, but I'm just trying to. Oh, there's my word, and I'll be back. After another application, it's starting to look better. I can't complain because it doesn't look gross, you know what I mean? It looks pretty good on my skin. Like it's not creasing or anything. Is it like the best? No. But, you know, like I said, I would try this without this primer because I'm not a fan of silicone primers. I just don't like it. It clings onto even like little peach fuzzy hair. Like everyone has a lot of little tiny hairs on their face, and this clings to it. And not only that, this primer, like, it's in all my fine lines. Like, all my fine lines show. Like I said, it makes me look like I'm an old person, and I'm not a fan of that. So right now, the primer is not my thing. Look, it doesn't even want to stick like under my nose, and I put primer there. So I'm not a fan of the primer. And I got that primer just because it did go with the foundation and it recommended it on the website. But I don't recommend the primer at all. I definitely want to try this without the primer just to see like what it looks like, because it looks like it would have a beautiful finish. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna try this foundation again, and I'm gonna try it with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is one of my favorites, but right now this primer is not it. Let's move on. Okay, so the next thing I'm opening up here is concealer. This is so tiny for a concealer, like really tiny. And this was almost like $13, I think. Oh my god. So, oh my god, this is so little. This is like so tiny. Guys, like small. Alright, and this is supposed to be like an affordable brand. Guys, like, yeah. Alright, so now that we've seen how little and tiny this is, oh my goodness, is this gonna be enough for me? Like, I would go through this in like a week. Like, is this a sample size? Anyways, let's try the concealer. So I'm just going to apply this here. I'm a type of person, I give almost all makeup companies a chance, but if I don't like something, I don't like something, and I'm gonna let it be known. Alright, so far it's been sitting on my skin, and this is more of a liquid like form of concealer. And usually when I put these types on, they start burning my skin. I don't have that feeling right now, so that's a plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and start blending up here first, because I want the under eye one to, I don't know why does my sponge feel so dry, but it's not. It's the product. I don't know. And then I'm going to do the nose, and then here in the nose, I gotta do this part here because I'm trying to cover what the foundation didn't cover, because I don't want to look crazy. I gotta go somewhere. So as far as the concealer, I like it. No complaints about it. I mean, it's a basic, it feels like a regular concealer. Nothing special or like crazy about it, you know? And I put a little bit, but I will go ahead and add more to it. And I believe this is one of those concealers where it's mattifying too. Okay. Now that the concealer's on, my next thing I got is this transparent finishing powder. This one is in translucent. It's a translucent color. It says transparent. It's not translucent. My only concern about this one, sorry, this is what the packaging looks like. It's cute. Their packaging is adorable, don't get me wrong. I mean, I didn't care for the packaging for that concealer. It was so small. It seems so small to me. I don't know. It brings a little paper, so make sure you get that out. My dumb ass would have tried to apply this with it on. It brings like this little sponge. It feels like a foam. I don't know. It's like really thin. Don't care for that, so I'm throwing that out. My only concern about this powder is, let me cover this because of the glare, is that it's white. It's just straight white, and for when you take photos, flashback. I'm scared. I'm gonna try it and see if I do have flashback with this powder, so that way I can let you guys know if, you know, to be careful. All right, so I'm gonna dig in. So I'm gonna be using this Tarte unicorn looking brush. I love these brushes. A lot of people complain about it and don't like them. So I'm gonna apply that to here, like all, like my T-zone. Oh, wait a minute. Before I even get there, I'm gonna take this Tarte brush, and it's a dual-ended one, and I'm just gonna do under the eyes and set my eyelid as well with that. So, I'm so scared of flashback just because it's stark white. I don't know if it says anything on the instructions, but like it has a whole other language and no other info on it, so can't help you guys there. I just gotta test it out and try it out for myself. It doesn't have a scent. I don't smell anything, so you don't have to worry about it having some kind of scent. Gotta get into my lines there and my eyelids. Yeah, I was gonna use a big brush that I use for setting my whole face, but I realized my eyes are too damn small for that. A lot of people complain about the Tarte brushes, but I actually like them. And I'm going to touch up here and my chin and the forehead. I don't like to set my whole face. I never do. I just do like my T-zone area, because this is the area that tends to get ugly. I can see already that there's powder, and I'm scared because when that happens, you have flashback. Like when you take pictures, flashback meaning when you take a picture with a flash, it'll look white under here. So that was used back 4 or 5 years ago. Everybody had the white underneath the eye. When you took pictures, they looked like a ghost. So yeah, I'm just gonna dust off any excess that might be hanging around, just because, I don't know, it's a really stark white looking powder. Now that the face is set, the next product I have is the face palette. Woo, look at this packaging. This is actually really cute. I love the glitter. Like the other stuff was just black and normal and, you know, okay. But this This is cute. I really like this. It's a 3-in-1 face palette. So this is what it looks like in case you guys go on the website and order this stuff and want to try it out for yourself. You know, you don't want to just take whatever I say, because you know, everything's different for everybody. So yeah. All right, so packaging, again, very simple, basic. I feel like a lot of makeup companies always start off with like plain black type of packaging, which is fine. It's very professional. So when I open it, there are 3 little colors here. Take that film out. There are 3 colors. This is a blush right here, and so pretty. That blush color is so pretty. We have a highlighter, and then we have a bronzer. Again, I'm very picky with my bronzers. I'm picky with my highlighters. I'm just a picky person. The only thing I'm not picky with is my blush. I like blush. I just hate when you can't talk. I just hate when a blush that you buy, you apply it and you can apply it a bunch of times and you still get like nothing. That concerns me. Alright guys, so let's dig in to the palettes. I switched it over to this side because, you know, I'm already, I need the brush over here. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the, oh my god, I can't think. I'm going to go ahead and go into the bronzer and see if I like it. You guys already know that I'm very picky about my bronzers. I don't like orangey bronzers, or if they look yellow, like a yellowy. If they're too orange or too yellow on my skin, I'm not a big fan. Let's see how this works out. I'm a little scared. Also, there is a lot of fallout. So if you're a person that doesn't like fallout, then you're not gonna like this, but I don't care. I'm not a Karen when it comes to certain things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on my head. Well, on my head. On the top part of my face, so my forehead. Why couldn't I think of that? And work my way towards the rest of my face. Let's see what happens with the color, because, you know, right now it's looking kind of, I don't know, I feel like there's like a orangey tone in this right now. I like more of a cool tone. Guys, this is like, it's not intense as, I'm just saying, like, I would love to like this, but so, I don't know, like, I feel like this looks like pink on me right now. It could just be me. Again, when I contour, I just focus on this part right here. I don't go all the way down. I'm just creating the illusion of having that chiseled face from when I was skinnier, before I had Lucas. I had a nice shaped face, but now it's fat everywhere, but it's okay. I'm working on that. Am I a fan of this bronzer? Absolutely not. I'm not a fan of the bronzer. I'm sorry. It's so weird. Like, if you look at my brush, there's like a pinkish tone to this bronzer, and there was nothing on this brush. This brush was absolutely clean. I don't know why, but there is, it looks like a pinkish tone, and that's what it looks like on my skin. It could be me, but no, this looks pink. Imagine when I put my blush on, it's gonna look pink as well. So this has definitely like a reddish tone. Unfortunately, it looks pink to me. It's like more on the, like a reddish tone. I want to show you guys, like, if you guys look at my brush, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like pink. It has like a pink tone. So this bronzer has like a red tone, more of it has red tone undertone in it. A red undertone, which is not good. Like, I'm gonna finish my face and continue on, but this sucks. Guys, I'm very picky. Like, there's like, I hopefully, I don't want anyone to take any offense to this, because there's like high-end makeup with products that I don't like either, you know? And it's not that the product sucks, it's just that the company has to work on the product. That is it. I am light toned and red toned type of bronzers, or orange. When there's a red undertone or orange undertone, it just doesn't look good on my skin. I don't know, like, I like to look bronze. That's the whole point of a bronzer, is to look bronze, not to look pinkish or red. Like, it looks like this was made for an Indian. I get it. I got some taino somewhere in there, but the taino ain't out. So this is just not the color for me. I'm just gonna bring the rest that's on the brush down my neck. But I don't know if you guys can tell that it's like more on the red toned or whatever. Like I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more because it's not working. All right, so next we're gonna go into the blush. That one here is like a nice little mauve, like a pinky mauve-y color, and I like colors like that for blushes. I'm gonna go into that using this mermaid brush that my son got me. It doesn't have a name, it's not a specific brand. I think he bought it at Five Below for me. The blush has like really no color payoff at all on my cheeks. The bronzer had more of a payoff as I built it up. This just isn't working for me. Like it's there, but it's not. Like I've applied so many times. I'm not a fan of the blush at all. Oof, no, it's like patchy. There's like, if you look, it's patchy. I would skip out of this 3-in-1 palette. Not for me, sorry. I'm gonna try the highlight and see how that applies. I'm scared to be honest, but this is a review. This is what this is for. So I'm gonna actually, before I go into the highlight, I'm gonna apply some of that bronzer into my crease because I didn't get an eyeshadow palette. So I'm just gonna use this one. It's a BH Cosmetics brush, and this is a number 5. It's one of their Studio Pro brushes. So I'm gonna dip into that, just throw it in there. But if you see, look at this, like I'm applying it to the outer corner. And usually I can use bronzers in my crease without an issue. So if I had any advice for FARMASI, I would say work on your formula. You guys are actually on the right path as in for makeup or whatever. But there's so much competition out there, even with drugstore. Like people can go to the drugstore and buy things for so cheap that have better payoff. You know what I mean? Like I've had to apply this already 3 times to get to where I'm at. Just like that little bit of color. And that sucks if you want to hurry up and get out the door. I'm not going to keep going and adding more because then my eyelid is going to be like hurting from rubbing it in so much. But yeah, not a fan of this palette, this 3-in-1 palette, just saying. And I'm not trying to bash FARMASI. You know, people make money off of this company for makeup and stuff. But let me just say that you have Mary Kay, who's been out there for many years. And let me tell you, I used to buy their makeup. I used to like their eyeshadows. I used to like, especially their foundations. Back in the day, their foundations were so good. I don't know about now, but yeah. You guys have a lot of competition out there when it comes to makeup, and if you want to be on the affordable side and you want people to buy your products, it has to be good. You have e.l.f. Cosmetics. They brought up their game, and like I said before, I didn't like their products back in the day when I first started. I used to buy it and I hated a lot of their products. Now I can't stop buying their products. All right, next thing we're gonna go into is the highlight and then a lip gloss that I bought by them, and then that's it. And I'll tell you guys the cost and my thoughts. All right guys, so next in the palette we're gonna go with the highlight, which is in the center, and these shades have no name. They're just a 3-in-1 face palette. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm gonna go back in and kind of diffuse a lot of the stuff. Like, it's so weird that I kept applying blush and I wouldn't see it, and now all of a sudden it just like it blended in with, okay, it's not that the blush applied. I think what happened is it was pink and my bronzer looks pink on my skin, so it was just blending in. So now it looks crazy pink on my cheeks. I don't know, I'm not a fan. So I went ahead and applied sprayed a hydrating face mist on my face just because these products here are so powdery, and I'm gonna try the highlight now, which I'm scared to try. So I'm just gonna apply that here. So look at the highlight. I'm not gonna complain about the highlight though. I'm not a fan of gold highlight because I feel like the gold highlights look so much better on darker skinned girls, like caramel skinned and even like my black Barbies. But you see that? I'm a sucker for highlight. Like, I'm gonna add some of that highlight to my inner corner because I liked it. I like it. Alright, so I'm going to apply some into my inner corner, and I'm using this brush by Scone. It's a smudger brush. I did wet the brush down, and I'm just going to apply that right here. I like this. Okay. I forgot to bring the highlight down my nose. So let's do so. I threw on my lashes really quick. And then I'm just going to blend this out with my finger because... Okay. There's my highlight. So I can't complain about the highlight, you guys. The highlight is... I'm going to put some on my lips because I like to put highlight here and down. My lip is just something that I like to do. And then I bring it up here in the cupid's bow area. And then I'm going to take that bronzer and just bring it underneath just because I need something there. Every time I do my makeup, my boyfriend makes me laugh, you guys, because he says the most perverted thing. I'm sorry. Next video. I'm trying not to poke my eye out because I tend to do that a lot when I'm doing the bottom of my lash line. Oh, poke my eye. Exactly what I said didn't want to happen. Alright, you guys. So the next thing that I have here is the last thing actually. So this is the last product, is a gloss. This is a lip gloss and this is called Miss Sparkle. I'm excited for this. Hopefully it's good because I mean, I can't expect every product to be good, but some are going to be and some just isn't going to work out for me, you know? Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm going to bring it up closer. I don't know if you guys can see like the little sparkles in there. So this is just a regular gloss. It's not like color. Like a little pinky tone to it. I probably should have exfoliated my lips. Okay, you guys ready to hear my feedback on this? So it does have a it does have a sticky feel to it. So if you don't like that, you're not gonna like it. I mean, it doesn't bother me because back in the day, all lip glosses were made like this, but now there's glosses that don't have that sticky feel to it now. Would I wear this again? Yeah, like by itself. I wouldn't wear this over a lipstick because it would bother me. But by itself, I would. Okay, now to tell you exactly how I felt about the product and if it's worth it for the price range. So from what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at my phone. This 3-in-1 palette, it runs for $18.90. I'm sorry, but I was not a fan of this at all. The bronzer has like a pinkish tone under it where it just like blended in with my blush and it looks like I contoured with blush. Would I pay $18.90 for this again? Like if I want to repurchase? No, absolutely not. Not a fan of it. The only thing I liked in here was the highlighter. So as far as this powder here, this is the transparent finishing powder. I would say I like it. Let me get my mirror so I can look a little closer. I can't complain about the powder. The places that I did set don't look cakey. So yes, I would actually use this again for sure. This runs for $14.90 on their website. Is it a little too much? Yes. For something that's like a pressed powder now into here. But e.l.f. does have a bunch of powders and it's only like $10. So I just can't, I wouldn't repurchase it, unfortunately, but I do like it. I can't say that I don't like it, but it's supposed to be something affordable. Like this brand's supposed to be like affordable and it's not affordable. I mean, $14.90 isn't that bad, but for a pressed powder, I think it is. Okay, as far as the VFX Pro Camera Ready foundation, this costs $24. Let me look at my phone. This cost $24.90. The price is killing me a little because this is something that's not sold at Sephora. This isn't sold like, you know, big places. All right, you guys. So the concealer, this little tiny thing, this runs for $9.90. It's a basic concealer. It's a liquid one. It wasn't nothing special about it. Would I recommend this? No, but I mean, if you want to buy, you know, from the company to support your friends, like I did in my case, buy it. Okay, now I didn't go in order of the products how I put them on. So the primer is $12.90. Guys, I don't recommend it. Unfortunately, I don't like it. I don't like the texture of it. I don't like silicone primers. I'm not a fan. Some people are. If you do like silicone primers, then this is for you. If you don't like silicone primers and you have the same issue as me with silicone primers where it doesn't do anything for certain areas on your face, like it doesn't adhere like, it doesn't help with the application process. Don't get it. So I couldn't find this on their website, so I'm assuming this is probably no longer available, or it's just a summer thing and they no longer have it on the website. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it was actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. The only thing is it has a sticky little feel to it, but I could deal with that. A lot of people don't like that. But when I wear a lip gloss by itself, I don't mind it. The only thing is that after a while of wearing these type of lip glosses, your lip does start to look kind of weird and crusty, and you gotta like exfoliate it with a piece of napkin before applying again. Alright guys, so that is it for my video. I hope you guys like this review. If you guys want to see more reviews, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Bye!